Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So we're back with AXIE Infinity Homeland, which is now in open beta. So this is the sort of a land-based sort of farming type building sort of game based in the AXIE Infinity world. Not really a lot of it on chain at the moment. Still a sort of a very sort of Web 2 version. More about using the sort of the IP, the AXIE Infinity IP. So we see some little axes popping up there, and if we sort of zoom in, if there's any of them are working at the moment, there's some little axes there doing some stuff. So I've been playing this for a lot. It's changed quite a bit into the open beta, so the art style has changed quite a bit, which is it's now gone into 3D from 2D, which is good. And some other things that I've been playing this a lot, but it's when something changes, it actually it's not like a massive change, but it's quite a subtle, important change. It takes time actually to get your head around it. So basically what you're doing with this at the moment is still sort of fairly early on, and I'm not very focused on creating a nice city. I'm just plonking stuff down. But you get these axes and you get them all to do things, and it's very resource based. So you're basically collecting wood and stone, and then you are got some carrots being grown here. And I've made something here, some jam and things like that. And so you're basically very much sort of a farming type game, and you're getting entry-level resources, and then you're using those to make more complicated things. And I'm not at this stage yet, but you can start making armor and start sending people out to battle, which I can sort of do a little bit at the moment. One of the key things here, though, is sort of become apparent is very quickly, I think in every resource-based game, one of the key sort of aspects is you can't focus on everything. You have to focus on something. And one of the key things here is storage. So you can see here, if I look at what my axes are doing, some of them aren't doing anything. They're idle because it's a time-based game. So I've come back into the game and they're inactive. But the apple-producing guy here doesn't have enough resources because he needs coal dust to make apples. And I've run out of coal dust. So he's going to stop. So we'll stop him doing that. This one's doing carrots. And this one here, actually, some things use axes, some things don't. So this one happens here, doesn't actually use an axis. So I can claim these. So what's interesting here, I've only got one of them left. So I've claimed some jam. It has a green outline, and that's the rarity value. So one of the key things that the game has brought in compared to the closed beta, where every resource didn't have a rarity on it. It was just a resource. It was just wood or stone. Now we have common, uncommon, the usual sort of rarity things here, which is sort of quite an interesting situation. And we can actually, if I can pick the right one, so here's alchemy. So here I can, this is a process by which I turn, in this case, 3 common cottons into a uncommon cotton. So obviously the uncommon ones there's less of them. I'm not quite sure, I've not got into the stage yet of really working out at a high level quite if there's any fundamental difference between sort of common and rare or whatever. I think it's just within the value system of the game they're worth more. So I won't go into all that at the moment, but that seems to be the case. But it's an interesting model here, so I can combine or I can dismantle. So I could take a uncommon whatever this is apple and make 2 common ones. So you sort of get the idea. I don't know if I haven't got any other rare stuff, but there's different sort of situations. These are just this is so basically it's other interesting, and it's also like a sink in the game. So one of the key things about these games which are inflationary, which is basically more and more of this stuff is produced, you need ways of taking resources out of action. So in this case here, this wasn't in the original closed beta, so this is quite an important. The alchemy is an important part of what they're trying to do here. So I can take 3 commons and make an uncommon, but if I'm taking them apart, I get 2 to 1. So I'm sort of in a sense you're have a sink there. So common stuff is always going to be used up because if you go through this process, I would take 3 and make 1, and then have 1 go back to 2, so I'm losing 1. Also, I'm spending gold to do this. So gold is sort of the underlying sort of currency in this game, and so this process is quite a big sink because this is sort of fairly expensive to do. And obviously this price can be changed. So this is the underpinning of the rarity system for all resources. So I've got what we've got here. Got emerald ore, silver, copper, gold. I haven't got any gold, but wood. Yeah, all these sort of things all have this rarity system. As I say, I'm sure they've designed it properly. I've just not got far enough into the game to really understand how the rarity system then plays out into what you're trying to do in the game. But this is something, a clear sort of problem with the initial game was that it didn't have this ability, this sort of fundamental sink to destroy objects. So that's what's going on here. So basic sort of stuff I'm doing here. This is the HQ, the altar of Atia. So I've got probably some research to do, or have I completed all the research now? Oh no, I've got a few more to do. So this is level 3. I'm researching buildings, typical tech tree. And the next thing I'll have to do is upgrade this, which will take quite a lot of resources. I don't have many resources at the moment. You can see here wood and stone. You can see here it's showing the rare resources you have. So it looks like. So the ones it's showing here are the common ones, the basic ones you get out, and then if you want to process them to higher levels, I've got quite a lot of I don't know why I've got so many of those blue ones, unsure. So there's other things to sort of focus here. So I have a sort of daily quest that I can do. I need to gather things, produce things, and I'll get some gold for that. It's also a weekly basis. Oh, look at that, it's cool, that's good. So I can claim some gold. So they're giving me some gold back, but they want me to obviously spend gold doing things as well. I need to use gold and wood and stone to upgrade my buildings. So this one here, I can upgrade it. Have I got enough? 90. Yeah, okay. So upgrade this. It's going to unlock some new blueprints for me. So we'll let that go. Any other weekly ones? So I've crafted some consumable items. So there's lots of different layers in which to play this game. There's sort of your meta layers, which is sort of you want to level up your buildings and get stronger, and then there's also these sort of more sort of individual things telling you what to do. This is the another part. I won't really talk about this too much because I'm not high enough into the game level to do a lot of this stuff. So I need to unlock some of these other shops at higher levels to unlock these abilities to equip this character with different sort of helmets and weaponry. Basically, this is the sort of a fighting part of the game. But in this case, I can just give him some food, and I'll sell that to him, get some gold, and he's going to go off and do his sort of mission. Don't have any more because I only had that one jam, so I haven't got any more jam, any more consumables to give to him. I can't give him raw food. I have to give him food that's been sort of processed up. What's going on here? So this takes copper and creates it takes raw copper and creates ingots from that. So maybe we'll get a bit of that going on. And maybe we'll just collect some trees, so just some basic firewood stuff. So make sure I've got all my axes doing stuff. So that's what's going on. I'll probably a whole bunch of stuff to more buildings that I need to build, but I haven't got enough wood, so I need to collect wood. If I want to, I can go. I'm not sure I've got any trading stuff going on. Oh, I have. So these are actually some wood here. So actually I can't do this because I don't have any axes available, so I'm going to have to stop these guys. These guys, so I actually bought some wood from another player, and now that's going to go into the work queue for my axes, and they're going to unlock that gold form, that wood for me. So I can go here to the auction house and I can sell things. I haven't got anything very cool to sell. Actually I sold a whole bunch of stuff. That's cool. So it looks like they've expired. There's a whole bunch of stuff no one cares about. That one, I'll release that one. So there's a whole bunch of just entry-level common things that no one cares about. Some of these I can withdraw. That's going to see. So I've not got enough storage actually. So that's a problem. As I say, storage is a a big issue in this game, which I think is good because all these management games you need to sort of focus on what you're doing and why you're doing it. So it may not look like it's changed very much from the videos I've done, but there has been a subtle change in how you play this game with this item rarity in there, and I quite like these sort of time-based building games that you can just come back to and sort of dip in and out of. You're not sort of playing them, and not Twitch games, obviously. And I think there's a lot more to come, obviously, as this sort of feeds into the AXIE sort of playbook. You can see now I've got that wood's been unwrapped, so that's now sitting in my resource, and now I've got all these things I can level up. I can't because I have actually. So I was going to say the AXIE's finished doing what he's doing, so I could go in and this is my wood where I store wood, so I can go and upgrade that. and use up that wood there. So yeah, I quite like. I mean, I do really like this. It's taken me a bit of time to get used to the new version of it, but I think it's sort of coming along in a good way. And people were complaining because people complain all the time, but there's some interesting stuff coming out of this game, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. See you again soon.